always say I want to make the bachata world a better place. Like not only teaching these combinations, but like passing on knowledge to people and making like people better dancers.
I learn bachata and also zouk in a way that I want to learn. If I go from the basic, I just get bored and following the passions and then go back to the basic later. Bachatrio can be 2 leaders, 1 follower, 2 leaders, 1 followers, or we roll rotations. So it's like a mess, but it's organized mess.
I also lead. It helps if you learn both roles. And I think these 2 things make the bachata world a better place. The follower threw herself into the dip. And then we fell on the stage.
What made you fall in love with bachata?
Making friends. I'm a marketer. I have a friend from the different industry. That makes me very, happy.
Here we are with Masa Jose and Jules. How are you?
Good.
Good, very good.
So how was the workshop? You had a workshop today? How was it?
It was really cool. We had first a masterclass, a Bachazouk masterclass, where we focused on the technique of Zouk and implementing that into bachata. And then we had a regular class where we did similar Bachazouk topic, but but more fun with more combinations.
You, Masa Jose, you are very famous about Bachatazouk, right? This is a new trend that is coming in bachata. Mm-hmm. How could you define Bachatazouk?
For me, it's still we dance the music of bachata. I dance a lot bachata sensual.
Yeah.
But I'm really careful when I dance bachata sensual. Try not to do too much sensual movement. So understanding the music, then I just try to replace a little bit the sensual moment in Zouk. So people think it's too much Zouk, but for me, it's like understanding the structure of the music and then try to do the movement in the right moment.
You started maybe with, so you dance bachata and as well Zouk, and then when you said like, okay, let's miss it. Let's miss the both dance, right?
Well, whenever I see the bachata sensual movement, I see a lot of similarity in Zouk. So I just try to make a little bit different because as an artist, we always try to be different, right?
Yeah.
So that's very important. And then I think the most important thing is the music for me. Because the music evolves in a way that a lot of different type of music, for example, morfina, or a lot of music has non-bachata part. I call it non-bachata part. That is kind of the interpretation moment that you can do the different things. So for me, it's a Zouk. For other people, maybe the different style.
You are dancing together normally in the workshop when you have a festival sometimes.
We collaborate a lot. Yeah.
You collaborate. How was your first collaboration together? How was the first experience?
It like here last year?
Yeah, it was last year. Here.
Yeah, I think we met like in Spain, I think 2, 3, 4 years ago, a few years ago, and we're like dancing with each other. And I don't have a partner.
Who said, let's do something?
I think it was actually the organizer here.
Yeah.
So Hari is organizing this Ritmo Explosion Festival here in Berlin, and he knows me, he knows Masa. He was like, oh, you guys know each other? Do you want to teach together? I want you both. And we knew each other, so we said, yeah, sure, let's try it. And since then, we've been collaborating like at several events.
Which is the funniest thing that happens to you in a workshop or in a social dance? Funniest thing, yeah.
It's very difficult. In what way? Do you have some idea? Funniest things?
Yeah.
Funniest. I mean, I'm not sure if it's funny. I once fell on the stage. Like I was leading with heels.
Okay.
And I don't do this anymore because the follower threw herself into the dip. And then we fell on the stage because like we were dancing like in front of the stage. We fell on the stage. I mean, it's not. It looked funny. It's not funny.
It's something different. Life is not always perfect. It's like this, right?
But it looked really funny. For the others.
And about your goals, how do you see yourself in 5 years, for example?
I'm enjoying teaching. So maybe the maintaining, try to be always, ahead of the people. People want to learn with us, but if you don't learn anything, that we don't teach something new or something very valuable for the people. So I think keep going, keep learning, that's for me.
I always say I want to make the bachata world a better place. So
nice.
Yeah, I kind of agree. So I think this focus on like more technical stuff in classes and like actually like not only teaching these combinations but like passing on knowledge to people and making like people better dancers. I think this is something that I just want to continue doing, and I also lead, so that's like the other thing that I just want to encourage, like more women leading and more guys also following, because I think it helps if you learn both roles, and I think these two things make the bachata world a better place.
Hey, I hope you are enjoying the interview, the podcast, and if you want to learn more about the artists, how they think, their mindset, and how they train, I have prepared for you a masterclass. Check the link in the description, where I explain you the 10 common points that all the successful artists they have, everything what they have learned from the interviews. The points, the concept that all are always repeating, I sum it up, and there you can check it. If you want to be more successful in your artistry, in your dance, this kind of concepts, this video is gonna help you a lot. I have learned a lot as well, so we see us there, and I let you now enjoy your interview. Ciao.
Tips. We need tips for the audience, for the dancers. Which tips could you give to the people for improving their social dance?
Learn both roles.
Okay.
So that's the thing for me, because you don't have to be like very good at both roles, but just having the perspective of the other, it will make you understand, oh, this is what rough leading feels like, this is what heavy followers are like, followers who just do everything on their own, this is how it feels like. So just like experiencing like a bit for me is something I would recommend to everyone, and never stop learning.
Okay. You have some tips?
For me, try to follow your passions, because continuation is the key. If you don't like it, it's very hard to continue. For me, I learned bachata and also zouk in a way that I want to learn. But at some point, you go back to the basic. But I always think like if I go from the basic, I just get bored and I might not do the things that I'm doing right now. So for me, like following the passions and then go back to the basic later. For me, it's okay. Like you learn later, but you just follow the passion.
Yeah.
That's my...
And about bachata trios. So the people that maybe are not very deep in the bachata scene, so let's explain what is a bachata trio. So normally a bachata is with a couple, but somehow there is a bachata trio. How could you describe what is a bachata trio?
Bachatrio can be 2 leaders, 1 followers, or 2 leaders, 1 followers, or we switch, or we roll rotations. So it's like a messy things, but it's organized mess, because the partner dancing is communications, but bachata is getting more like standardized. If I say head roll, she understands head roll. That means without lead and follow, like a visually, she understands what I'm doing. So this common knowledge make us very easy to dance even 3 people, 4 people, 5 people. So that's when I thought this is nice.
It's like it could be a language dancing. We cannot just speak 2 people. We can speak more people.
Exactly.
Right? And it's very interesting because before it was not like this. And now we are breaking, let's say like this, the rules. And I like it. This is something new.
Hey, please don't forget.
Please don't forget to subscribe.
And what do you enjoy most when you are teaching?
Like aha moment for the student, like, oh, I didn't imagine, like, whenever we teach, for example, rotisserie technique or we call roast chicken technique, people are like, whoa, it's a new, that's
Something
kind of
new,
feelings.
right?
Yeah.
How make you feel that?
It's nice because now I'm like influencing something to someone. I don't know how you feel.
No, I feel exactly the same. Like these moments where you feel like they've learned something, they they got better dancers because of like your explanation. It makes me really happy to be like a part of someone's dance journey and to just make them like a tiny bit better dancers and like make progress together with them. It's super nice to see that, and I think it's for me the nicest thing about being like an artist and teacher and like helping people improve.
Yeah. And a small game, and we have finished. Okay, so it's a small game, is fast answers. Okay. So it's gonna be, for example, if you could describe bachata with 1 word, which one will be?
Happiness.
You?
Friends?
What made you fall in love with bachata?
For me, it's making friends all over the world. I'm a marketer. I have friends from the different industries, so different educational backgrounds. That makes me very, happy. because
Community, no?
Otherwise,
Like-
I wouldn't meet people. Like there's a lot of people. That's I think the best part for me.
Okay. For you?
Oh, it's difficult to decide. Like for yes, this community aspect and all the people, but also it's like a bit of a drug, Like you have these perfect dances,
Yeah.
like where you just flow around, and then after you had one of these, you just want more, and you're like you seek to get like one more dance, one more
Yeah.
of this like amazing dances. Where you're just like wow.
If bachata were a food, which food would be?
That's difficult. I would say rice.
Rice.
Right. Because you can put curry, you can put different things on it, but it's like a platform. It's like a very general, but you have a flavor in a different way. I add the Brazilian Zouk flavor in rice, but she might add the different things.
Okay.
For me, rice.
So it's like a base, and then you can mix with
Yeah.
a
Because
lot of things.
you can learn bachata really quickly. Yeah. For me, it's like a platform, as I already said. But adding something flavor is something that we're always seeking. Trying to do.
I think that was a really good answer. I agree with that.
Yeah, it's a very good
Yeah,
idea.
that's a good
it's
idea,
a very
yeah.
good idea because like a base is very easy, so rice is very easy.
Yeah.
Basically simple, but then you can
can-
miss a lot and you
exactly.
can do something special.
I always say bachata is like Lego, so I think that's kind of like rice. It's like simple things, and then you can
Yeah.
mix it and match it, and then you can get very sophisticated. So, yeah.
Now you can send the interview to somebody, okay? You can choose a dance couple or whoever, and then I'm gonna try to do the interview with them. Gero and
You did already?
no.
Okay.
So Gero and Mikle, you are
Next.
officially invited to my interviews. Thank you very much, Masa Jose and Jules, for your time and for your answers.
Thank you.
It was very interesting. I'm from Berlin, with this nice background. They were dancing, not anymore. We say goodbye and ciao.